Hey guys, it's Digital Asia once again. Today's tutorial is about the modeling of topography. I have here an AutoCAD file of this topographic survey, and we will model this one in Revit. Before we proceed to that topography modeling, I just want to finish these stairs. This is the one that I did in my previous video. I will put a railing here at the center of the stairs just to finish this one. So the process of this railing here is the same as to this one, but I got only 4 points. If I will open that railing family, you notice that I have only 4 points. Okay, so what I will do here is I will load this on my project. Okay. So I have already completed a stair with railings. Okay, so what I do here, guys, is I do an option on my railing. So I have 2 options here actually. So if I will click this, I can choose option 2 here, and let's see what happened. I have that type of railing. So if I will change this one to option 2 also, I get that one. So if I want to combine option 1 and option 2, this would happen to my railing. Okay, so you can make many options as you want, 3, 4 options, and it depends on your design requirements for conceptual. So that every time your client will ask to change, just click this and choose the types that they need. That's good. Okay, so let's proceed with the topography modeling. Brick architecture. So here, I will insert my CAD files, which is this one. So I think it's better I will go to site so that I can see these coordinates. the project base point. Okay, so what I will do is I will insert that CAD file. Here. This one. So I'll just change this to black and white. Just stick to that default settings, and I have this tab 5. So how do we check this if this one is on the correct location? What I will do here, I will check the position first. I can make my reference here, just align, and then check using this spot coordinates. So the coordinates is 430 meters. This one is mm, so let's try to set that one to meters. So I have that northing 430 and my easting is 580. So we are on the correct location. So first things first is you need to check the layers of contour lines. So how do we check that? Just click the link and you have this query tab here. Just click for that and check the layer of that. The layer of that is level contours. So the same thing, contours and contours. Okay. So now, how do we model this in Revit? What we will do is just go to Machine Insight and you have this tab called Topo Surface. Click that and here on Create Form Import, expand that and then just select Import Instance. So if I will click this, and then this tab will appear. So what you will do here is to select only the contour lines. Click OK. So and then the Revit will model your topography based on the CAD files that you import. Okay, so let's try to create some pads here. But before I will create my pad, I will apply a graded region here. I will click that. Graded region, guys, is Revit will clean up based on the settings of your grading. So it's almost flat. Okay, so click finish. And let's try to put the foundation. So this is the outline of my building. So I will put first the pad on this area. So just click building pad here. Just select that line and click finish. So if I will go to my 3D, the Revit will automatically cut your surface. And that pad is here. Pad is your foundation actually in actual construction. So say this is the basement level. So I will just move this one up a little bit. So I will put that one in 11 meters up to my level 1. And I have that. So let's call this one as my pad safety 1. This is my pad 1. See if I want to create another pad somewhere here. I want my pad. It's not nice. It's good, but we'll make it rectangular. So I have 2 pads now in my side. I just this elevator. So 13 meters up of level 1. So I have 2 pads here with different level. So let's try to calculate the cut and fill of your site. So I will create this one as my P2. So in your project browser, just right click schedule quantities and select schedule quantities and look for topography. So what do we need in calculating our cut and fill? We need to get this cut, fill, and mark. So I will just put the mark above the first row. And I will have this cut and fill. We can isolate these two guys. This two quantity here is, if I will click that, so that is the cut quantity. You remember a while ago that I created the model of the site based on the contour lines, and then I do the graded region. So these two models When you apply graded region, the Revit will clean up some of it, and this is the quantity of that cut and fill. Okay, so we don't need this one, we just only need the cut and fill on our pad, so we can isolate that. What you will do is filter that one, so maybe by mark, and say begins with P. Click OK. So we have those quantities on our cut and fill. So let's try to put that one in a title block. So maybe I can grab my 3D model here. Then I can drag my schedule here. Okay, and just make this one a little bit a smaller scale, 500. Let's try to adjust. Let's try to flex some of our pads here, and then we will check the cut and fill if it is changed or not. Okay, so I will deactivate this. So this is my pad 1, which is this the quantity of my cut, which is 8,060 cubic meter, and I don't have the fill. Okay, so if I will adjust the height, supposedly will be adjusted. So if I will adjust that to 13 above, so my quantity here was changed to 6,547.83 cubic meter. So you notice guys here, there is a 0.08 cubic meter of fill. You go to the model, there's a portion here that you need to fill of that 0.8. So if I will move this one down to 12 meters, so you will notice here that there will be no more fill. Okay, so if I will move that one up for 14, I have that cut, which is 0.02, and I have that 88.83 cubic meter. Okay, so it's quite easy to calculate your cut and fill here in Revit. Okay, so let's try to add another, say another pad. So this is the parking lot. So say I have an L shape. on here. And say that will be 9,000 at my level 1. I will go to my 3D view. I have this, and it's not included here. So what I will do is I will put this my P3, and I have that P3 on my schedule quantities. Okay guys, so this is our tutorial for today. It's a very short tutorial how to model our site. You can also refine these contour lines. You can adjust the increment of that line to make it smooth surface. Okay, but the issue there is the contour line is not exact anymore. Let's try to increase the contour lines. So you will set the increment to 300, and you have that. Okay, so, but the correct one is based on what the CAD files has. So how do we put the text here, the levels in our contour lines? So what you will do is just go to site and level all that contour lines. If I will click this, I can drag, say, here. If I will check, I have that contour line and levels. Okay. That's it. Sorry. 4. Make it bigger. So once you're done, you can turn off this CAD file, and like that. We have only the Revit model, but you can drag your site here. After you activate, Okay guys, okay now because we will use the scale. Okay, so maybe the next tutorial uh, is about the design option. How do we create a design options? I will just show to you the highlight for that. So you notice here guys, I have three options. Okay, on my option 1, I have this model. I have two levels of the main house, and I have this extension, and I have this small office here. So here, on my option 2, I have three levels. I have a storm, and I have an office, sorry, and I have the extension. But here, I have two floors, but there's no office. So the options that I created here, I do a set, two sets of options, and every set I have two options. If I will click this, and if I will go to my design option, on my set number, option set number 2, if I will change this to option 1, I will have that office. Okay. Here, on my option 2, if I say on my option set 1, if I will change that to primary option 1, I have that two levels. Okay. So maybe this is the next tutorial that we will do. Okay guys. We'll do a very simple shape on this one because if you will do this will take time. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys.